on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's
touchdown Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Howell's throw taken in by Hockenson here. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
First down, Howell to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
Justin Ebner on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 32.
Now Gino. Throw out wide to Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Vikings 21, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Eskridge, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3rd and 5.
Down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run again with Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith going to move him around.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Trying the left side with Walker. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And just shutting him off there. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, here's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Howell. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Off play action. It's Howell. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They throw it out right, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, we go. Fuck, running.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling.
It's a gain of 5.
Geno now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Smith now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To the air again, Smith. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Powell. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, are typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And how will throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6.
Now Geno.
3rd and 3.
Flushed out right. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
The 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now inside the 25. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Howell. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Ebner going to elect to bring this. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Score, Vikings 47, Seahawks 20.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Howell. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Derrick Henry. A gain of 13 yards. And
they'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A shotgun snap for Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing now is Gino. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Powers through. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go play action. Howell going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
A 53-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry the... There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. DK Metcalf, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Throwing here, Howell escaping the pressure right. There's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Smith's pass intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.